back to Keto Naturopath Kitchen. It's the fall time of year and I love the fall. Growing up in New England, there was a crispness to the air, and here in North Carolina, there's not a cool crispness to the air, but it's a time when it's not as humid, it's not as hot, you can have windows open, you can sit outside. I love it. But the other thing about the fall is football and football parties. So today I'm making keto nachos with pork rinds, and it's amazing. And you can, adjust this to the way you like nachos, but here I have 3 ounces of pork rinds, and this is a small pizza dish, but you can do it on a baking sheet, you can do it on any pan you want. And now here I have, I'm only going to use half of this ground beef. It's hamburger, as I call it. My mother called it. But ground beef, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt because it's unseasoned. And I'm going to add my taco seasoning. I make my own taco seasoning. It doesn't have any fillers, no sugars, no bad ingredients. Very clean keto. I'll link to the way that I make taco seasoning. And we're just going to mix this up. I fry up the hamburger, and then I put a colander over a pan to drain the fat. So, now the recipe says 4 ounces of cheese. I don't eat a lot of cheese, so this is not 4 ounces, but you put some of the cheese on the bottom, like half of the cheese. This is as much cheese as I'm making. Then you put some ground beef on it. You can put it, actually the recipe says a ½ pound. I'm pretty much carnivore, so you can use as much or as little as you want. You can put other meats on if you would like. And then you put the rest of the cheese on top. Now I grate my own cheese, and I've done it several times before. Do not buy the pre-grated cheese. This happens to be cheddar cheese. The pre-grated cheese has all sorts of carbs and stabilizers and not very good ingredients in it. So, grate your own cheese. Buy the block cheese and grate it. Now what we're going to do, actually the recipe doesn't say this, but I like red onions. I'm going to add some red onions. You can do this before or after baking the nachos. Now in a 350-degree oven, you're going to put this in for 5 minutes or until the cheese starts to melt. So depending on your stove or oven, it might be a little different than 5 minutes, but I'm going to put this in for 5 minutes and we'll be back to finish it off. So I just took the nachos out of the oven. The cheese is melted. I love jalapenos. I took a small jalapeno from my garden and I'm adding it. And now guacamole and salsa. I'm just going to plop them on top. I have links to my sugar-free guacamole and salsa. If you buy salsa and guacamole, make sure you buy some that does not have any sugar added. Most of the jarred salsa has all these starches and everything added to them. It's best to get it fresh in the refrigerated section if you're going to buy it. But again, look for no sugar. All right, let's try this. Put it in a little guacamole, a little bit of salsa. It's so nice to be able to have nachos again. I hadn't had them in years. This is great for any football party, Super Bowl party, any activity that you have with friends and family. Clean keto. Again, you can put as much cheese or as much hamburger, other things. As I said, I like jalapenos and onions, so you can be creative. And now you don't have to do without when you're at a party for Super Bowl or football. You can have your own clean keto nachos and stay on plan. So enjoy.